Well, despite lingering snow in parts of the state, the downhill skiing season is over for the year, here in Wisconsin at least. But this was a great year for 8-year-old Audrey Crowley. The Grafton third grader won the Wisconsin Overall Girls Racing Championship. Emmy Fink has her story, and I think it's one you'll find quite inspiring.
Hi, I'm Audrey Crowley from Grafton, and here's my story. When I was 2, I learned how to ski, so that was probably the first sport I learned how, which I liked. Hello, here I come! Bye!
I know she wants to be a professional skier. She talks about it a lot.
We're at Aspex Ski Hill in Sussex.
And this is where you come and you train and you compete and you get ready for all of your cool races.
Yes, we train on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, and then we race on Saturdays.
So pretty much you live here.
Yeah.
So what's going through your mind the night of a race when you're heading up the chairlift like this?
I'm kind of looking at the course because I don't want to go around the gate the wrong way.
Okay.
And I'm kind of thinking about it and when I have to turn and things like that. I've won overall girls champion 3 years in a row. I just like being on a team and having teammates to help me out and things like that. I know.
When she popped out, I remember saying she just had the roundest head. There was some attention to her birth different than others. We weren't sure if it was a symptom called amniotic band syndrome, which sometimes happens where multiple things will happen. And we also noticed right away that she had an elbow. And that really made a huge difference for all of us because we had done a lot of research. We had planned our first trip to Shriners, 6 months. She went to Shriners and got her first arm at 6 months. And since then, everything's been the same as every other kid. We've pushed her pretty hard into a lot of things, and she loves it.
When I was little, I thought I wouldn't be able to do as much as people with 2 hands could. I thought I couldn't do everything.
Audrey truly does it all, even honing her skiing skills off the slopes.
Push it down.
Wow, she's really got that down, doesn't she, Abe? When I watched her first get up water skiing, holding on with one hand, I mean, it's stunning to see that happen because I can't imagine. And when I try to do things with one hand to show her how to do it, I fail miserably. So Bob makes this thing for everybody, and it just keeps her from winging out. And with that one little arm, I think she wings out a little more than normal.
Should we try to hit it towards that flag?
Yeah.
Okay. Good swing. The neatest thing about being with Audrey is the fact that she wasn't limited to any certain skills. She did everything that all the other kids did. Good. Let's give this a shot.
Audrey's golf really started because of a guy named Bob Burns in Appleton, Wisconsin. He works a lot with wounded warriors. He works a lot with people with disability. And he gave her just hints that frankly, no other instructor would know unless you work with disabled.
We specifically made these clubs so they're at a certain length where her short arm is able to brace the club. So she's able to swing back and through and hit the ball and get the ball up and hit it straight.
She's a cute little girl, but it's hard not to take a second glance at, holy cow, she has one arm. Pretend like you're gonna hit it. Like she can swing the club with, and a half an arm that can kind of guide the club, and she was an inspiration for the kids.
And there's no doubt Audrey's biggest fan is her big sister, Ava.
I watch her race down the hill. I watch her in golf tournaments. I watch her stand up there on the podium and get her medal.
You know, all the sports that Audrey does, Ava does also, and is far superior in talent. But Audrey gets the attention, and I think that's tough sometimes. But there's no doubt that they try to sleep together in the same bed every night. They hang out together all the time. They're wonderful little friends.
And what is that like, knowing all the things in the sports that you're good at that she wants to do? I mean, that's like the ultimate compliment.
Yeah, it's pretty special that I get to experience that someone's just trying to be just like me, but she's her own person.
You know, Ava is such a wonderful little person, and she cares so much about her sister, and she looks out for her. And we've been talking to her for a long time about, you know, some days she's going to have tough days, and she's going to lean on you, and Ava's been really good about that. And
I think she sets an example that, you know, you don't always have to be good at everything. You just should have a good attitude and try your hardest to succeed. And even if you don't do the best, you still tried.
She had a smile on her face every day of class, and she, you could see a little bit of frustration, but she never gave up. She was very persistent, and the other kids kind of absorbed that and kind of continued on as well. So she was an inspiration to the whole class.
Audrey's success has certainly not gone unnoticed. Sports Illustrated even recognized her as a Kid of the Year in 2015.
you know, Audrey, I believe, makes everybody around her a better person.
Oh, she's going out already.
If you can look at life through the eyes of Audrey, and then you look at yourself, man, most people don't have that much to complain about, to tell you the truth. And she just kind of makes you a better person. And she doesn't know that she does it, and I think that's what I'm most proud of, is her just being her. She's a good little kid.
Our crew had a great time working with Audrey, and we'll keep an eye on her as she continues her ski racing career.